they're supposed to be the leading lexicon, right, for journalistic standards and languages, they banned the word radical Islam several years ago. Banned it. So, like, that's insane. Like, Tulsi Gabbard just made radical Islam the biggest national security threat in America. Think about that. We have the biggest national security threat deemed by our government that the AP and other, I'm not sure, I think CNN and them have similar stuff. I know AP for a fact, so don't quote me on that. And I know BBC has a similar thing too. But they literally have banned the word radical Islam in fears of Islamophobia. If someone's breaking into your house and you're not allowed to know about it, how do you know that they're breaking into your house? Like, you know, they're like, hey, a really nice guy just came in and he's like knocking on your door instead of saying, you know, someone who wants to kill you is breaking through your window. It's like they actually have outlawed the language about that. So I think the legal system may be the only way. I think we have to sue the AP and these outlets because it is so wrong. And by the way, you know, it's interesting. Over the last few weeks, I've developed a slightly new perspective, and I'd love to hear from some of you guys afterwards if you agree with me. But 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago or so, I'm not sure if you guys saw that 70 Christians were beheaded in Congo on camera for the world to see. And I was doing a video, I wanted to do a video on it, and I saw that it wasn't being very widely reported, but then I typed it into my internet search, and this was days after it happened, and 0 articles from any like ABC, any, only one Fox News had an article on it. Thank God for them, I used to hate them. Like, I was totally blinded by the fact that, like, the other media is actually censoring and they're talking about things as they are. But it was like Fox News and maybe New York Post, like, it was like nothing. And like, nothing, like literally ABC News, CBS, AP, like, they wouldn't even mention it. It hadn't been, and I'm still sure if you look now, it's not mentioned. And then we saw this week right now, what's happening in Syria. Again, the radical Islamists are filming themselves killing on the street kids, women, children who are Christians, other minorities, doing it. The media won't report for what it is. This time they're reporting it a little bit more because it's a bigger story, but they're not using the word. It's like almost like what I just said, where it's like, hey, there's your neighbor's breaking, you know, knocking on your door, when really there's a stranger breaking into your house. Like, they're talking about it, but they won't use jihad. They won't talk about radicalism. They are so afraid of Islamophobia. And we can't, like, how are we going to talk about the biggest problem that the world's facing right now that is much bigger than a Jew problem if we can't even name it? And so I do think there's going to have to be some lawsuits against the media. Maybe I'll be a part of it, maybe not, but I can't see another way to, she's like, sue them. No, I asked Johnny.